Welcome back to Dracon's Plays Dark Souls Remastered. Alright, so... Okay, I didn't aggro them. So anyways, for this episode, we're rocking the Halberd +9, the Black Knight Shield, Wanderer Hood, Black Leather Armor, Wanderer Boot, or Manchettes, and Wanderer Boots. So kind of a mix-up on the Wanderer set. I'm going to be keeping Havel's Ring for that awesome fast roll. I'll start off with Rusted Iron Ring, but once... Actually, no, I'm just doing a boss run, so I could actually pop that off for Chloranthe, I would say. Yes. Alright. So anyways. Nice. So this... Oh, there we go. The stupid Insta property. Love it. Alright. Had that on from earlier. I didn't actually end up using it that much. Oh, that is so ridiculously broken. It's hilarious that that is still in the remaster. That is such a weird bug in the... I think it's actually the animation engine. That is such a weird, specific bug. Quelaag's domain. Alright, so anyways... We're going to... I should have gone here. Alright, that's fine. So here, we have the Egg Bearers, completely non-hostile. Watch, kicking him wakes them up. Noted. But yeah, they're non-hostile until you kick them, apparently. I did not realize that. If you kill them, they spawn a bunch of maggot things that are really annoying and kind of tough to kill. Really, kicking them wakes them up and aggroes them. But anyway, they're obviously preying in this direction. So down here by the Fog Gate, if you've defeated Man-Eater Mildred, she is you can summon her here if you're human. English real good. I do. Give me slack. There we go. Better. Hello. I have no clue how that looked. That probably looked dumb. That's fine. Weird skin texture on her. So anyways, Chaos Witch Quelaag. So if you hug her nose, well, the nose of the spider anyways, Ooh, okay! That was a lot further than I expected. So, Quelaag received a substantial graphical upgrade in the remaster. Stiffy stomped. Alright. Damn, I am getting good damage. I actually already almost have her down. Man, my damage is good. she was going into her AoE. Soul of Quelaag. Yeah. That went super well. Like, that was one of the... Oh, granted, I had really good damage with this thing. Especially two-handing. What's actually the AR bump? 289? 309. It's not huge, but it added up. Anyway, so that was Chaos Witch Quelaag, who is actually the sister of Quelana, who we met just outside. Soul of Quelaag, once daughter of the Witch of Isleth, but now a Chaos Demon. Special beings have special souls, and Quelaag's soul contains all aspects of chaos. Use it to acquire or unique weapon. Yeah. So anyways, that was Quelaag. Or Quelaag, as some people jokingly call her at this point. But her name is Quelaag, because Quelana. Now, over here, we have the second Bell of Awakening. Alright. That mountain did not look good. Yeah, that mountain does not look good at all. We got a homeward bone, and we rung the second bell. So anyways, that was showing the gate of Sen's fortress, where we talked to Sigmire opening up. Now, before we get into anything with the bell, let's just talk about Quelaag a little bit. So, Quelaag actually has... can't see anything from here. But yeah, Quelaag has some cut dialogue. Originally, and it's not clear exactly what the trigger was, it probably was upon entering the boss room, potentially separate cutscene, or she had dialogue during the present or the cutscene that's currently in the game. But Quelaag had some cut dialogue where she essentially warned you to go away, and yeah. So I'll actually insert a thing on the dialogue here, so that way you guys can see it, and I'll probably talk a little bit about it there.
Alright, so anyways, I'm going to play some dialogue from Quelaag, and this is the actual audio dialogue, so that's pretty cool. So let's play that.
Go back, forbidden be these parts, the realm of the creatures of chaos. They accept their banished fate. Go back, lest the flames devour all, and the children of chaos feed upon your charred ashes. Those who defy the pact, those who trespass Quelaag's domain, may you feel the depth of our wrath. Ah, a precious new sacrifice. Forbidden be these parts, the realm of the creatures of chaos. Go on. Go on ahead. Welcome, bringer of meat. The children of chaos are hungry. Give yourself to Quelaag's flame.
Alright, so anyways, that's Quelaag's lines. Now, they're not 100% sure that it's Quelaag's. Apparently, there's some belief that it might actually be another daughter of chaos that's, like, hanging out in the back of the arena, calling this out before Quelaag comes out, since it refers to Quelaag in the third person. But given the context, like, she never actually says, like, Quelaag in place of, like, me or anything like that. Instead, it's things like Quelaag's domain, Quelaag's flame. It's like almost like proper names for these things. So I think there's a good chance that it's actually her. But it adds a bit more to the idea that she's just defending her domain and her sister, the Fair Lady, in particular. Cool little details with that. It's too bad they ended up cutting this stuff, but sometimes taking the more subtle approach and not having this direct dialogue that essentially says that's what she's doing. It's pretty cool. The subtlety is one of the things that make the story in Dark Souls so good. Anyways, with that, let's go back to the game.
Alright. So that's that. Let's keep going. Now, if we look around the area with the bell, we're able to see a bunch of lava, weird, like, rounded dome-type object, and a bunch of roots. Interesting that you can't see anything from here. Yeah, so anyway, build up into the sides of, like, the mountains and areas, you see all of these structures. We'll be getting to all of that momentarily. Is it really just out of sight there? Or is it not rendering in? I think it's just not rendering in. Fair enough. Alright. Now, let's see. So down here we got a seek guidance message. Illusionary wall ahead. Technically it's facing that way, isn't it? But not. It's over here. So up ahead we can see a egg bearer. But before we deal with that, Poison Mist, unique pyromancy crafted by Ingi, considered a heretic even at the Great Swamp. Ingi became an egg-bearing undead who serves a deformed young girl who speaks an unintelligible tongue. So quite a bit of interesting stuff there, I would say. Music.
Oh dear, what have we here? Are you a new servant?
I am.
But you have no eggs. No matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
Alright. So here we find a spider lady that's very reminiscent of Quelaag, except obviously this one is not doing well. Obviously sickly. Spider part just completely collapsed and twitching. You have anything to say?
What is it? Go along and meet our fair lady.
That all you have right now?
What is it?
Alright, that's all he has. Alright, so anyways, this is a good time to take a look at this. It's an old witch's ring, engraved minutely with indecipherable script, but seemingly useless. An old ring, but with no known use. Pop that bad boy on. Rest at our bonfire. So you notice, it brings us up to 10, which tells us that this bonfire is being maintained by a firekeeper. Firekeepers in Dark Souls 1, with the exception of the Everlasting Dragon, because for some reason that counts as a firekeeper bonfire. That part's unclear. But in Dark Souls 1, and actually... no, it's in 2 and 3, firekeepers are women. The only woman here is obviously the Fair Lady, as he called her. But anyways, we put on that ring for a reason.
Quelaag, my dear sister. Quelaag, what is it?
So she mistakes us for Quelaag. Reinforce her Estus flask, please. Thank you. Talk.
Quelaag, my dear sister. The eggs, they've gone still. I am afraid it may be too late. I am so sorry, dear sister. I'll be fine. I have you, dear sister, but promise me that you will take care of yourself. I'll be fine, but that
So she mistakes us for Quelaag. And she talks about how the eggs have gone still and how much it hurts. She is very, very much not physically well.
enter a covenant again. Of course. Let me try.
Covenant, Chaos, Servant. Yes, we will join this one. Very much so. Pyromancy, Great Chaos Fireball. Covenant established.
I'll be, but that you
And you notice we now have an offer humanity option, and that is soft humanity. So that's the humanity that would be up in the counter in the upper left.
Goodbye, Quelaag. Do be safe.
You speak the tongue of the fair lady? Well, do not be rash with your pride. You have yet to earn my trust. If you try anything funny with the fair lady, there will be hell to pay.
Oh, there will be, eh? So we're able to purchase a servant's roster. Check for servants of the Daughters of Chaos. Egg bearer Engi, there we get the name drop, keeps this roster of those who serve his master, a daughter of chaos. Engi praises those who offer significant humanity to alleviate his master's suffering. But what is praise from Engi really worth? Interesting detail there. He is able to upgrade pyro flames.
There is no time for idle chat. Think only of our fair lady and what she may need. There is nothing to say to you, except if you lay a hand on the fair lady, you should be prepared to face my wrath.
Oh, really?
There is nothing to say except you
And no exit dialogue. Now, if we pop off the ring, this is all we get. Not even, like, unintelligible dialogue, just nothing. A questioning look is all we get. So, humanity, it seems like the idea here is you're offering her humanity, which is supposed to help give her strength, keep the eggs alive, keep her going, stop or at least slow this process. Now, her physical condition might actually be as a result from the bonfire and her being its keeper. Because I shouldn't have used the Firekeeper Soul. The Firekeeper Soul talks about how the keepers of the bonfire are gnawed by infinite humanity. So, this seems to be the result for her, anyways. Or part of it. There's also a lot of stuff talking about how she might have taken the trying to cure the poison of Blighttown upon herself. Which is interesting. Because that would make her the second person we know of that's tried to heal the place. So we got from her the Great Chaos Fireball. Art of the Flame of Chaos, which engulfed the Witch of Izalith and her daughters. The Flame of Chaos can melt stone, producing a short-lived lava blob. So nothing particularly useful there. But it does kind of... It essentially confirms she is one of the Daughters of Chaos. So she does not properly have a name. She's referred to as the Fair Lady, Quelaag's sister, but she's never actually given a name. Now, knowing what we do about Quelaag in Quelana, it's very probable she has another, like, Qua name to fit that naming scheme, and that it's, which would also kind of point to the Witch of Izalith being Qua, like Quelaag, Quelana, so she will be like Qua something, like the root word of it, because Gwyn has Guinevere and Gwyndolin, both with his name at their root. And based on the two Daughters of Chaos's names that we know, they probably follow the same path. But she does not officially have a name. And I believe the fan name is Quelaag? Quelaag? Something like that. I don't know, but it is only a fan name anyways. It's not her proper name. Let's see. Alright. Yeah. So with that, we're actually going to proceed ahead in this direction, and we're going to advance this way. Down into... the Demon Ruins. So off in the distance we can see some tentacle things swirling about, engulfed in Chaos Flame, the same type of flame that was engulfing Quelaag. We have more egg bearers up here, a whole bunch of them. Alright. Yeah, so we have a whole bunch of egg bearers up here. All non-hostile. Obvious fog wall over there. Hi, lava. That's still slightly eye-searing, but not nearly as bad. So these ones do indeed aggro. So I'm going to... That is actually what I wanted. Alright. So I specifically was looking for the grab attack. So now we are going to continue on our way, but we are going to be looking for something in particular. I think it takes... I forget how long it takes. But anyways, from up here we can see upcoming attractions. For now, though, part of the route is impassable. Yeah, this stretch is really weird. It appears to be some sort of aqueduct. That's kind of glitchy. But yeah, it appears to be some sort of weird aqueduct, and then water would pool, like in this area. But then it goes just directly into the rock. Like, some of the architecture in, like, the Demon Ruins area makes no sense. Hello, pillar that's not quite sitting properly. Oh, that looks goofy. That looks really goofy. Oh good, Shadow's glitching out too because the halberd went into the rock. But no, you can see, like, the line that, like, the flat plane that is the fog wall there. That's weird. Yep, that looks good. Can't quite do it here because hitboxes are squirrely. Anyways. So you cannot go back through that firewall. Or not firewall. Fog wall. Alright. Oh! There it was. See that itch animation? That was step 1. Nice. Yeah, so that didn't take long at all. Alright. Question is, can I beat this before it happened? So here we're able to see what was actually at the root of the tentacles. Totally can lock on. Too far away to reach. I could pull out a bow and shoot him. But if you look... Itch, itch. If you look, this guy is obviously not feeling good. His face is kind of melted. His eyes are all kind of, like, squinted like he's in pain. His mouth is down in a little frown. And he's all contorted to one side. If you actually look, his arm is, like, melted into his side. And he's just totally lopsided. He has all these tentacles sprouting out of him. He is just generally not doing well. Not to mention, he's standing in lava. Man, our guy's itchy, isn't he? So, here, we have an item. And if you look, he's not quite looking this direction, but he's facing this general direction. Top off. Gold hemmed set. And if you pay attention while we're over here, he pulls out his arm. So that is your cue. Once he pulls out his arm, your plan is to run. Now, what is about to happen, some people claim like it's a glitch or a bug or something. It's like, no, this is intentional. It has a full custom animation and everything to it. So it's like, no, this is fully intentional. So anyways, you run all the way back to the fog gate. Now, it's important for this strategy that you hang out near the set for a little bit and wait for his arm to pull out. Once his arm's out, then go. Okay! Well, that timing, though. Then he'll jump at you and hang on. Punch him a couple of times. Left-handed punches are nice and quick little jabs. Oh, I should have looked over the edge. Sorry. Oh. But yeah, he then falls off the edge naturally as a falling animation. Which I totally didn't show. The egg hatching messed me up there. Humanity in a homeward bone. Now, the lava has drained, so we could advance further in that direction. For now, however, we are not going to. So, anyways, we now have an egghead, and we can no longer equip head armor. So while you have this state, half of the souls you consume are taken by the egg. So that boss normally gives 20k, so we have already fed the egg 10k. So that's a good start. We need to feed it 100k. Now, poppable souls, I believe, do not count. So those are not a help at all. But any boss we kill, any enemy we kill, they will count towards the 100k. So we currently need 90. Which is honestly quite a bit, especially at where we're at in the game. But I just wanted to show off this really, really weird egghead thing. Anyways.
Well, now, you're just like me.
Oh, goody.
Is fully apparent. Only, well, your head looks awful.
Yes.
Why not try this? I've no use for it any longer.
He gives us an egg vermifuge.
Oh, hello. What is it that you need?
And now he's a lot more agreeable to us.
Worse than undead. We are diseased and unwanted, like the grime of the great swamp. But my dear, fair lady, she cried for me and swallowed the great blight pus, despite Mistress Quelaag's orders to the contrary.
So there we go. So it's heavily implied that she consumed the source of the corruption of Blighttown to stop its spread, or something to that effect.
Worse than unlike the plants.
Alright. And now he sells egg vermifuges, and he sells some spells. So he sells more poison mist. He also sells toxic mist. Why was Ingi driven from the Great Swamp? One only need cast this pyromancy, a perverse diversion. Or, diversion. I'm not quite sure on the... whatever. From the art of fire to find out. Diversion? Diversion? But yeah, interesting that. And then we have an egg vermifuge. Bitter, sour chestnut. Removes parasitic egg from body. The egg bearers have chosen to serve the flame of chaos, and the eggs symbolize this selfless choice. Naturally, these chestnuts are forbidden, but are allowed under special conditions.
Worse than
yeah, so he's just generally more amicable. I cannot pronounce things today. But he's a lot more agreeable now that we also have an egg head. Or, well, now that we're also an egg bearer, rather. Alright. Let's see. 11,900? Very, very doable. And then we'll have another level. Oh yeah, we have plenty of souls. One of these. 2k. Yeah. So that does not count towards what the egg needs to hatch. So, let's see. We also got the black hemmed set. The gold hemmed black cloak. Worn by the witch Quelaag of Islith, mother of pyromancy and daughter of chaos. She wore this gold hemmed black cloak before even the Age of Fire, and offers strong resistance versus fire, poison, and other perils. So this is indeed the set that Quelaag wears. Now, doesn't make a whole lot of sense that Quelaag's set is sitting in Ceaseless's room. Now, one theory, and this is actually the one that I personally prescribe to because it makes the most sense, is that the Quelaag descriptor is just there for, like, gameplay purposes, so her set is obtainable. Honestly, if I was them when I wrote that, I would have just put worn by a daughter of chaos. Something along that lines, and just drop the mother of pyromancy and all that. And then it's like, just worn by a daughter of chaos. Just boom. Or worn by a daughter of chaos from Izalith. Something to that effect. But anyway, so I think that's just a thing so you can obtain her set. Instead, I think that body is actually the dead body of another sister. So that gives us the Fair Lady, Quelaag, Quelana, and then that one there. 4 of 6 Daughters of Chaos. Now, Ceaseless Discharge himself has some interesting lore and stuff to him. However, we will not be getting the items in all of the stuff that talks about that until later on. But just know for now, we will be talking more about Ceaseless Discharge further on. So the theory that that body is another one of the Daughters of Chaos is the one that I personally prescribe to. One of the other options is kind of convoluted, and that is Quelana dead over there. I really don't like that theory. It makes things unnecessarily convoluted. And it's like the entire line about time being convoluted in Lordran is really just multiplayer justification. And then it's like, yeah, it's essentially just multiplayer justification. Solaire is really the only person that talks about that in Dark Souls 1 anyways. And Solaire is essentially the player character from another world, is the basic thought there. So it's like, I really don't like that theory. There's no reason for it. And one of the pieces that does kind of tie in to support it, though, is the fact that she only appears once you have, like, the plus 10 Pyro Glove. Or Pyro Flame, it's not actually a glove. But, yeah. But, honestly, that can... And people use that as justification for she's coming into contact with your world because you have that, and people normally can't see her for that reason. But it's just like, but no, people from her world would still be able to see her, so that doesn't make sense. Instead, it's just some sort of weird magic thing. But anyways, let's see. Anyways, so with that, I'm actually going to wrap this one up here. Next time, we're going to climb back up to Firelink's Shrine and head towards Sen's Fortress. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this one up here, and I will see all of you guys next time. Bye!